The goal of the North Carolina Museum of History is to develop appreciation for the material culture of North Carolina. Currently, the museum acts as a singular educational destination. The information environments NCMH utilizes bring visitors into the building to interact with meaningful content. The museum offers an official narrative with no systematic means of gauging feedback from visitors or patrons. Our History Happens Here event will distribute the focus from a single institutional location and voice to diverse, interconnected centers of content and experience. It will also give the public a voice in the historical narrative. Multiple activities offered by participating organizations allow the public to relive moments in Raleigh's history during the weekend-long event. NCMH will provide a platform that allows the public to decide on which moments of history are relived. The platform will also encourage the public in sharing their personal stories about participating organizations or locations. The North Carolina Museum of History will establish contacts with various organizations that have interests in historical landmarks in downtown Raleigh. The platform provided by NCMH will allow for the new distributed model of participation and support organizations' planning processes. Organizations can utilize the platform to highlight important moments in their histories. Through the platform, the public can vote on which moment to relive during the event. The general public uses the platform to share video, audio, or text-based stories about the histories of participating locations. The locations then become physical and virtual content hubs for the collection of personal stories. During the weekend of the History Happens Here event, activities focused on reliving moments of history will take place throughout downtown Raleigh, with the museum acting as a support center. Participants would venture out from the museum to experience activities such as participatory games, reenactments, and plays, while partaking of historically inspired menu items and merchandise. During the event, the public can access previously uploaded stories and continue to share their own. The platform and its content live on after the event, supporting the new community of history lovers that has risen around it. The event promotes new connections between the past and present, making history significant by situating it in current contexts and individuals' lives. The resulting relationships between the museum, participating organizations, and the general public will promote dialogue and strengthen the new community of history lovers. The museum's platform offers a purposeful framework for organizing, building, and experiencing a new, diverse community history. All major components of the event will allow the museum to gauge interest in certain areas of content and identify gaps. This participation-based feedback could affect future planning of exhibits and events. This collaboration to build new meaning involves three primary stakeholders: the museum, participating organizations, and the general public. The museum offers both the public and participating organizations the initial vision, platform for interaction, and support. Organizations offer the museum additional content and serve as a broader public face for NCMH through the activities. The general public offers feedback and a new perspective on content to both the museum and participating organizations. Raleigh will be the focus of the first History Happens Here event. The distributed platform will attract people from all over the state to share stories and vote. Activities are focused in downtown Raleigh to take advantage of the logistical ease and historical richness of the state's capital. The museum would first design and build the event framework, including the platform for sharing and a cohesive identity system. NCMH would then recruit participating organizations who would begin their own planning processes. The next stage involves the general public in sharing stories and in voting for which moments of organizations' histories they would like to relive. Voting closes to allow organizations to plan their activities while stories continue to be uploaded and shared. Interest is maintained through this participation leading up to the event. The History Happens Here activities take place over a single weekend during the summer. Stories live on past the event, and the planning process begins anew for the following year, utilizing the already built platform and framework. The History Happens Here event will offer a new perspective on history and cultivate a deeper community around the North Carolina Museum of History. The event framework would be flexible enough to allow any number of organizations to participate. Eventually, the event could be expanded to take place in other cities throughout North Carolina, with each exploring their own distinctive histories. This expansion will be possible because the platform has been designed and built as a flexible framework. Community understanding of history becomes deeper as more individuals contribute their stories and as history becomes a part of their everyday lives.